If you can hear this sound, then why wasn't the priest able to finish his exams? Because he was having trouble consecrating.
How the hell are you, mortals? Hankering for a heaping helping of horror, seeking sizable scores of screams, or perhaps, yearning for yowling yields of yelps and yeehaws. Well, mortals, you've arrived just in time, yes, sir, for it is I, the one, the only, Gregor the Gravedigger, your accident-prone preacher of the unknown, your well-read curator of dread, your dynamic, seldom pragmatic, fanatic of panic. And tonight, have we got a show for you folks? A series of stirring tales to tantalize the innermost fears and... Aha! Hold on just a moment, folks. Whilst I go to the door, I believe there's a package waiting for me. Ah, here we are. So, last Midsummer's Eve, I took a little trip out of state over near by the area of Turkey Run. You know the place. Well, any horror, I met a traveling sideshow magician named Gerfuffle the Magnificent. Well, Gurfy, as we call him. We call him Gurfy. Now, he had a lot of frightening things on display. Yes, sir, like headless ladies, mermaids, mummies, petrified people, bassigators, jackalopes, hodags, wampus cats, spider women, my neighbor Morden's mother. You know, real eye-gouging stuff, folks. Just wow. So I'm there, and suddenly, without warning, old Gurfy whips out his big, huge staff. You heard me right, folks. That's right. I said it. A staff, what he called the royal staff of no can do, being a scepter that originates from that particular region of the world, of course. Anyway, I tell you, it was pretty impressive sized rod, too. Not gonna lie. Like, yes, yeah, that's right. As big as me holding out my hands. Right now. You say, don't you? Obviously. Well, there we were, sitting around, checking out his thingy. That is the staff of no can do. Get your minds out of the gutter. Now, I says, hey, Gurfy. We call him Gurfy. Could I have that staff after you die? You know, after you kick the bucket, after you're eating the roots, you know. Assuming at the time, of course, he doesn't come back afterwards, because you never can be too careful. And he says, shores. Well, actually, no, wait. Wait, was it? No. Nope, wait. Well, I mean to say, he says, and I heard him exactly, he said, no can do. Which naturally, I interpret to mean, yes, absolutely, Gregor, you can have the staff of no can do when I die. I would love you to have it. Yeah, give me a second. I gotta refresh my palate. That's disgusting. Okay. And, here it is. Like, look, mine at last. The royal staff of no can do. I mean, technically, yes, Girthy had to die for me to get it. Really mysterious circumstances. Huh. Yeah, so a little downside there. A little bit. Because, like, he's dead now. Very, very dead. But you know what? So am I. So, it's not like a bad thing, necessarily. From my view, you know. Okay. Anyway, look at it. Wow, I can't believe it. The royal staff of no can do. You are cursed. Cursed. Wait, did y'all hear something just now? Cursed, stupid. I said you're cursed. Ah, okay, I got it. Must be a moth. Oh yeah, and Girthy, he said something else. Something about, I think it was a hearse. I think it was. Or maybe it was a curse. No, wait. Nope. Wait, no. No, wait. Yeah, definitely a hearse. A hearse, which, now that I think of it, kind of is weird and made no sense. But, whatever. Come on, are you actually serious right now? There goes that moth again. Anyway, more on that later. Tonight's feature story, that is actually 3 for the price of 1. Yes, sir. 3 terrifying tales for the low, low price of having to sit through an entire episode's worth of staff jokes. Yes, sir. Meaning, of course, jokes written by our non-existent staff of ghostwriters, of course. Duh. Well, any horror, this first tale of the evening is about a thing, and there's like people trying to get at this thing, but the thing is like a powerful thing that does things. Something like that thing, yes. You know what, actually the details don't really matter, not really. Because, come to think of it, that's pretty much the plot of every story you're all going to hear tonight. Yeah, so without further ado, here is the first story entitled Something Without a Title, or something else entirely, most likely. At any rate, I can't remember, so, just enjoy!
And now, the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to the Hall of Fantasy. Welcome to the series of radio dramas dedicated to the supernatural, the unusual, and the unknown. Come with me, my friends. We shall descend to the world of the unknown and forbidden, down to the depths where the veil of time is lifted, and the supernatural reigns as king. Come with me and listen to the tale of the Diamonds of Death. And now for our story. An original tale of fantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Diamonds of Death.
Vince Porter had just returned from a business trip to Caracas. He called me shortly after his plane landed and said that it was important that Sharon and I come over to his hotel that evening. I tried to get more information out of him, but had no success. At 8:30 that evening, we were in his apartment, and there began the story I am telling you. Good to see you, Vince.
Glad to be back, Jeff. Sharon, you're looking lovelier than ever.
Oh, always there with a compliment, Vince. Now, why don't you say nice things like that to me, Jeff?
I'm married to you, darling.
There's someone else here that I want you to meet.
Well, you sounded so mysterious over the phone, I'd almost think you were guarding some great secret.
Well, it's a secret, all right. I'm going to tell you what it's all about tonight. Oh, these are the people I told you about, Carl.
A pleasure.
Sharon and Jeff Courtney, Carl von Ornfeld.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Have you told them anything yet?
No, sit down, kids. Make yourselves comfortable.
Now, what's it all about, Vince?
Oh, show it to them, Carl.
Yeah.
What is it?
It looks like a diamond, but it can't be. I've never seen a diamond that large.
It not only looks like a diamond, it is one, Jeff. The largest diamond in the world.
You're not trying to joke with us, are you, Vince?
No, I'm not.
Where did you get it?
From a man I befriended in Caracas. He gave it to me.
Well, that's worth a fortune. What would he want to give it to you for? He certainly could use it himself.
Not where he is.
What do you mean?
The man who gave the diamond to Herr Porter is dead.
Oh? Well, I hope you'll excuse me if I seem a little dense, but I'd appreciate hearing the story from beginning to end.
All right, Jeff. I met this man. His name was George Maupetit, a Frenchman, at the hotel in which I was staying in Caracas. He was a strange man, seemed to be afraid of his own shadow. One night, it was quite late, he knocked at my door. He asked me if I'd let him come inside for a while, that he had reason to believe his life was in danger. I couldn't refuse him, of course. That was the first time I saw the diamond. He said he'd been with a hunting party that had gone deep into the Belgian Congo and stumbled upon a strange race of white men who worshipped a huge stone idol on the bank of the Congo River near the equator. They made offerings to this idol, and the offerings were diamonds. His party waited until the ceremony was over. When the people had gone, they took all the diamonds they could carry with them and started back to civilization. But one by one, the men in his party died, until he was the only survivor. He felt sure that he was being followed and took passage for Caracas. That was when he met me.
Then what happened?
Well, 2 days later, he again came to my room. Carl was there with me. He gave me the diamond, said I was to keep it for him. That if anything happened to him, it was mine to do with as he wished.
Well, evidently something did happen to him.
Yes, early the next morning, they found him dead in his room.
How had he died?
No one knew.
It was quite unusual. 3 doctors examined him, and not one of them could tell us how he died or what caused his death. George Maupetit had just stopped living.
And so you have the diamond?
Yes, that's right.
What are you going to do with it?
Keep it and go into the Congo and look for these people he told me about.
Won't it be dangerous?
Yes, but I don't expect it to be too dangerous. We ought to be able to get back in one piece, eh, Carl?
Yeah. And when we come back, we will bring with us as many diamonds as we can carry.
Well, that's the reason you're going in.
Yes,
Why have you told us all this?
because I want you to go with us. What about it?
I don't know.
Think, Mr. Courtney. When we return, all of us will be millionaires.
What do you think, Sharon?
It's your decision, Jeff, not mine.
Well, Mr. Courtney?
I'll go with you.
Then I'm going too.
You'd better stay.
Oh, no, I won't be any trouble, believe me.
Vince?
She can come with us.
As long as she makes no trouble for us.
No, don't worry. I can take care of myself.
All right, then it's settled.
I just thought of something.
What?
Well, this is going to cost a lot of money. Where's it coming from?
From the diamond we already have. We are going to sell it.
I guess that takes care of all the answers.
All of them.
And it is agreed that we share in the diamonds equally, 1/4 share for each.
I like that.
You bet you will. We'll leave as soon as we can get ourselves clear.
Oh, it seems such a shame. Jeff,
What's the matter?
look. Look at the diamond.
I don't see anything.
It's shining so strangely. Before it was dull in color. But now look at it. Gleaming and shining as if there was something inside of it. There was a line.
Oh, my bosses berate me, my neighbors all hate me. I tend to make babies cry. I speak mostly in tandem, my thoughts are random. Did I mention I can possibly lie? I'm Gregor the Digger Man. I'm Gregor the Digger Man. I speak really gruff like a stick's up my butt, as far as the proctologist can see. Nobody knows how it got there. I guess it will rot there. It's been there since 93. I'm Gregor the Digger Man. I'm Gregor the Digger Man. I'll work like a slave while robbing your grave. I'm Gregor the Digger Man. Huh? What happened to knocking? Knocking, you know. Yeah. Come on, people. We talked about the knocking, remember? Jeez. These mortals. I tell ya, you can't die with them, and you can't die without them. Cursed. You are cursed. Hey, Bozo, you are cursed. Shut up, stupid moth! Frickin' moths won't stop running their little mouths. I tell ya. Anyway, tonight I would like to go off script for a moment. Because we've literally run out of script. Strange, that's never happened before. It's almost like we're cursed. No, I'm just kidding. That can't be. Really? Like, what's the deal with this guy? Seriously? Hey! Moth, if you say one more word, I swear, I'm gonna get the bug zapper out of the storage bathtub. Okay? I swear. Anyway, back to the show.
Back now to our story. An original tale of fantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Diamonds of Death.
A month later, we took off from New York bound for Dakar. There, we changed planes, and several hours later found us in Leopoldville, where we bought a car and a truck and our provisions, hired 3 native men to come with us, and set out on the last leg of our trip. The roads were good for the first 500 miles, but eventually we were forced to abandon the car and truck and set out on foot.
How much farther have we to go?
About 250 kilometers.
I've been noticing the natives we brought with us. They seem to be getting nervous and afraid.
Yes, I've heard stories about the idol in the jungle, and they're afraid of it. They say to go near it means misfortune. To steal from it means death.
What's that?
A cat. Probably a tiger somewhere in the jungle who has just found his dinner.
Oh, it frightens me.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Sharon. We can protect ourselves. We have all the guns and ammunition we need.
I was wondering, Vince, you don't think there's any danger of the natives taking off some night and heading back?
I don't know.
They don't know where we're heading, do they?
No, but they do know it's in the general direction of the Stanley Falls. I think that's what's making them nervous.
I should think the closer we get to the falls, the more apt they'll be to desert us.
They will die if they try to desert us when we get close to the falls. I will see to that.
Well, you mean you'd shoot them down?
Not really, but I will say that to them if need be. They will think twice then before they try so foolish a thing.
Elephant.
Are you sure the animals won't attack our camp?
The campfire alone is enough to keep them at a good distance. Don't worry, Sharon. You'll be safe.
I hope so.
Listen.
Yes. Native drums.
Somehow they sound ominous.
They only sound ominous if you believe them to be.
What's going on out there?
Just a wounded animal screaming out.
Oh, no. No, there was something else.
I heard it, too. A voice that spoke from the jungle.
You're imagining it.
I don't know.
You think the jungle has a voice, Herr Courtney? That is only for children to believe.
We pushed ahead in the days that followed. The deeper into the jungle we went, the more difficult was it for us to travel. And the drums, the jungle messenger who throbbed out before us that we were coming to steal the diamonds from the idol.
Now, according to the map, we should reach the river tomorrow. This is the spot the Frenchman said where we would find the idol. This is the end of our trail.
We'll all be rich.
But will we be alive to enjoy it?
Of course we will.
I'm beginning to wonder. The drums. Those are the same drums we've heard ever since we started into the jungle. They know we're coming. They're waiting for us.
You notice that every time those drums start up, it seems to drive the animals mad? They're comparatively quiet until the drums start beating.
They do seem to get angry when the drums begin.
I say to you, the diamonds bring death.
There it is again.
There, what is?
The voice.
Nonsense. You heard nothing but the animals and the drums.
Didn't anyone else hear
I
it?
thought I heard something. I'm not sure.
I think you're tired and nervous, Sharon. We all need a good night's sleep. In the morning, you'll feel a great deal better, I'm sure.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
They're going as fast as they can, Carl.
They are afraid, and their fear makes their feet lag.
Why don't you relax, Carl? We're almost there.
Because I won't be satisfied. Look. The idol of the diamonds.
Why, it must be 100 feet tall.
Standing up with its legs outspread and its arms stretched forward as if it were waiting to greet us.
There's something frightening about it.
Look.
Where?
Over there. There's a man coming toward us.
Put your gun down, Carl.
What do the strangers want?
We have come to see the idol.
The idol has seen you, and you have seen it?
You speak English.
Yes. Some of your countrymen have stumbled upon our secret. From them we learned your talk.
We come as friends.
Friends? Of all those who have come here, none came as friends. They came to steal the diamonds from the idol.
What's that noise?
Time will teach you. You say you come as friends. If so, you will be treated as friends. If not, then the diamonds will be your death. Come, follow me. I shall take you to my village.
I guess we're to spend the night here.
Well, they seem friendly enough.
Strange how they all disappeared when it became dark. The whole village seems to be deserted.
What fools we are. Of course. This is the night of the full moon. This is the night they make the offerings to the idol. The village is deserted. Listen. I am going to see the ceremony.
We'll all go.
Do not make any noise then. Come.
All right, let's go.
Don't go so fast. Be quiet. They must not hear us. They must not know we are watching them.
We must be getting close.
Yeah, we are.
I can see something ahead.
Yes, through the trees.
The whole village is there.
And look, each man walks to the idol and sits at its feet. Diamonds.
What's the matter?
They've stopped chanting.
Strangers, we know that you watch us. Step out into the clearing, but always remember that if you betray our trust, death will reach out and touch you, and the power of the diamond idol will destroy you, even as it has destroyed all others who have betrayed us. Strangers, step out into the clearing.
Wait a second. I need to think. Okay, that's better. Welcome to whatever this show is called. I'm your host, Gregor the Gravedigger. I probably already said that, so you know what? Cut the crap. Welcome to an exciting edition of Gregor Adlibs. It's just basically I turn the thing on and I just talk randomly about stuff. Good stuff going on in the world. Yes, sir, yeah. Okay, that was better. Anyway, so, there are many wondrous... I gotta turn this thing down. Give me a second. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was making some noise there. Anyway, there are many wonderful things on, there's a lot of perks to being dead. I'll put it that way. A lot of perks there. You don't have to pay rent. Well, I mean, technically you have to pay for the plot. But after that, it's rent-free. For eternity, actually. It's pretty sweet deal. Sure, it's a little crowded. Not a whole lot of elbow room. But, if you think about it, that's not different than most apartments you can afford today. The ones you can afford anyway. And so I'm not scripting this, obviously. We're just throwing things out there onto the wall, see what sticks, that sort of thing. I'll probably have to edit this pretty heavily. Script or no script, them off, I tell ya. So there's horror. We talk a lot about, horror on this show, and horror is scary stuff. Yeah, scary stuff, man. Oh, that horror. It's some scary stuff. Obviously, I pre-recorded this and have no idea what this show is even about tonight. So, I'm just winging it. Not that I actually have wings, of course, but, figuratively, demonstratively, some other big word that doesn't fit in, but makes me sound important. That sort of thing. I'm gonna have another drink. Well, isn't that obnoxious? But that's kind of my shtick, yeah. So, read any good books lately? I like books. Well, I like, not books per se. I like reading the epitaphs. Lots of good, current information in there. Yeah, also reassures me that I'll continually be employed. Employment is good. It's that thing a lot of y'all who are listening to this just don't seem to have. Not that it's any fault of your own. Well, some of you. Some of it's totally your fault because you're moochers is the technical scientific word for it. Moochie McGee's, stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, some of y'all definitely deserve to be unemployed right now. Other people, some people had on hard times, it's possible. But then again... sorry, it's still coming out. Then again, some of you are just awful. And people say people suck. But when you think about it... sorry, my tooth fell out. Dead people are pretty awesome. Well, not all dead people, not like the bad ones, but the good ones. Like me. Gregor the Gravedigger, yeah. Gregor's pretty fly for a dead guy, I will say, And I do say, yeah. And, what else is new? Current and relevant. I wonder if I've ad-libbed. I think I'm about ad-libbed out for right now. Let me take a look. Oh. Yeah, I'm good. Alright, enjoy the program.
Back now to our story. An original tale of fantasy by Richard Thorne entitled The Diamonds of Death.
We had followed the sound of the chanting, and it brought us to the riverbank and the clearing in which the idol stood, white and tall, rising up into the sky. We thought they weren't aware of our presence, but we were wrong.
Strangers, step out into the clearing.
They know we're here. Let's do as he says.
Right.
Don't try anything, Carl.
That is as far as you can come. Stop there. You have followed us, strangers. You say you are interested in the idol of diamonds? Then you may stay here. You may watch the ceremonial offering.
Carrying a diamond that places the idol's feet.
No expression on their faces, just walking towards the idol, as if they were hypnotized.
Later, when the village is asleep, we shall return to this place. And when we leave, we shall take with us all the diamonds we can carry.
And now I leave you. You will spend the rest of the night here.
Thank you.
Make no attempt to steal the diamonds, for the idol will raise up in wrath and bring the fury of the jungle down upon your heads. He will raise his voice in anger, and there will be no escape from him, for the fever of the curse will be upon you, and you shall die.
I understand, Buddha.
It is my hope that you do. May we meet again on the morrow.
Well, let's go inside the hut.
All right.
What do you think, Vince?
I don't know, Jim.
He said if the diamonds are stolen, the idol will cry out in anger and death will be our reward. I believe him.
So do I.
I think they're right, Carl. I think we should leave here just the way we came.
You think I came all this way so that I could turn around and go back to civilization empty-handed? You're mad if you think that.
Think of George Mupate.
Mupate died of a fever.
That's what we thought he died of, but it wasn't caused by the jungle. It was caused by the power of the diamond idol.
You are a superstitious fool.
Quiet. Do you want the whole village down on our heads?
All right. I say to you, we came here for diamonds. We leave here with diamonds.
I'm not taking any.
Just right.
And I agree with him.
All right. Let it be that way then. Perhaps it is better that way. For in the end, I would have been the only one left.
What do you mean?
That when we got near the edge of the jungle, I was going to kill you. Because I wanted them all, not just 1/4. But now you have said you want none of the diamonds. That means I own them all. And you will help me carry my diamonds back. You and the native porters we brought with us.
That's where you're mistaken, Carl. We're not going to help you carry them back.
Oh, but you are.
He has a gun.
And I will not hesitate to use it.
You're a fool.
You are the fools, not I. Now, my gun is ready to talk for me. The village is asleep now. We will go back to the clearing and get the diamonds. Move. I said move. That is correct. The native workers we brought with us are in the next hut. You will get them. Tell them that we are leaving. They will be more than glad to come with us. Now get your packs, and we shall go.
We can't possibly carry any more diamonds.
You are not carrying enough.
It'll have to be enough, Carl. We have the natives so loaded down they can hardly walk. Our packs are just as heavy.
We can't take any more.
It is a shame to leave them here. But then one can always return without his companions, of course.
It's a long trail back, Von Arnberg, and you'll have to sleep sometime.
We shall see about that. Now let us go. Move along! To think that you believe the story he told us. What fools you all are.
Maybe. Maybe not.
They do not even know that we've gone.
What's that?
I don't know.
And the idol shall raise his voice in anger. And there will be no escape from him.
Listen.
They do know that we're gone, Carl.
Then you must hurry. The first one who slows down shall answer to me.
Sounds as if the whole jungle is awake.
Hurry! Move quicker! Start to run!
We have to stop to rest. We've been traveling like this for 2 hours.
You cannot rest.
Even you're tired, Carl. We must rest or we won't be able to go on much longer.
Oh, please.
For your own good, too. If we don't rest along the way, we'll drop down in our tracks and we won't be able to carry the diamonds out for you.
Stop then and rest. But do not try anything.
Don't worry, we won't. We won't have to.
Shut up.
Vince,
Yes?
haven't we been here before?
Don't get you.
This is the spot we were in when they discovered us watching the ceremony.
Are you sure?
Yes. Just ahead of us, there should be a clearing. The clearing in which the idol stands.
We've been traveling in a circle.
What did you say?
We can go on now.
Then let us go. Move along. Move.
Yeah, you're right. The clearing is...
Something is wrong. We have been here before. We are back in the clearing. We have traveled in a circle. I must get away. I must.
The animal. It jumped out from behind the trees. You didn't have a chance.
How horrible.
Yes, it is horrible. But it was the death that he deserved.
We didn't want to take the diamonds, Ruta.
I know. When you came here, the thought was in your minds. But you were wise in that you pushed it away from you.
What are you going to do with us?
You and your party may leave this place in peace. And when you return to your world of civilization, it would be better if you did not tell them of what has occurred here. But there will be others, even though you do not tell them. There will be others who come upon this place. Let us hope that they do as you have done. For if they steal from the diamond idol, death shall be visited upon them, and it may come in many forms. But it will come.
Man, I don't know how long I can keep doing this ad-libbing thing. How long I can keep it up, you know. Enjoying the curse. Are you enjoying the curse, Gregor? You know, folks, I don't speak moth. But regardless, that's really starting to get on my nerves. First goes the script, and well, what else could go wrong today? Gregor? Yep, that'll do it. Gregor, open the door. Officer, Deputy Boyd, before you say anything, might I just add how much I appreciate the fine work you and your fellows do in protecting and serving our fair county. You know, the word hero is so often used. Exhibit, Gregor. Ain't no point sucking up today. With the script gone and all. I ain't got no reason for trying to rescue this episode. You know, you don't always have to come here just to arrest me. What? You mean like just come here under my own free will? You got me, Gregor. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. What's that you got there, Gregor? Oh, this is a staff. I can see it's a staff, but where did it come from? Can you tell me where it came from? No can do. Is it stolen, Gregor? Did you steal it? No, it's not stolen. Then can you please tell me where it came from? No can do. Gregor, I'm trying to... there's no script. We're just we're spitballing here is what we're doing. I'm trying to be kind and, keep an open mind about things. But, Gregor, I need you to tell me where it came from. Can you tell me where it came from? I told you. Where did it come from, Gregor? Just tell me. No can do. Gregor, just tell me. No can do. Gregor? All right, fine. You know what? I don't need to know. That's extra work for me. Probably better I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I don't... Gregor? Zip it, Gregor. Oh, boy. What's it even made of? Oh, the staff? It's from a high-tech, revolutionary metal called aluminum. Come again? I told you, it's aluminum. Gregor, I don't think you're saying that quite right. Of course I am. Aluminum, aluminum siding, aluminum foil, aluminum. Gregor, it is pronounced aluminium. The hell is that? No, it's aluminum. It's clearly aluminum. Aluminium. Aluminum. Aluminium. Aluminum. Aluminium. So what do we do now? I guess we just have to fight each other or something. I have no idea. Okay, works for me. Ah! Ow, Gregor! Ow! You got me in nerves. Wait. Hold up. Time out. What's going on, Gregor? Somebody shouting outside at us. Who was it? Oh, it's my neighbor, Morden. Shut up, Morden! All right, can we continue? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah! Dang it! Oh, Jehoshaphat! Ow! Oh, God! Ow! Hey, ouch! Hey, get off of me! Gregor, are you okay? No. I think I got one of my Pakistani dueling knives in my leg here. Oh, crap. Gregor, why do you even have Pakistani dueling knives? What do you think? I just wouldn't have a pair of Pakistani dueling knives hanging from my shed. Who doesn't? Everybody, nobody has that stuff, Gregor. Okay, whatever. Just help me pull it out. Just be real gentle. All right, I'll try to do this smoothly. Okay, you ready? Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah! Are you okay? Yeah, I don't feel pain. I have a cough. doesn't sound like a cough, Gregor. Just keep going. I almost got it out, Gregor. It's almost... Oh, actually, I think I just pushed it further in there. You're serious, aren't you? Yeah, man. Okay, folks, we're gonna finish up here, and why don't you all just go back to the show?
And now for our story entitled The Golden Bracelet of Amon-Iris.
I had gone over to Egypt with Dr. Jason Freeman's archaeological group to discover, if possible, the tomb of the pharaoh Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra had been one of the greatest rulers of the Third Dynasty. Other parties before ours had covered every inch of ground in the Valley of Kings, only to meet with failure. Dr. Freeman believed the lost tomb was several miles away from the valley, and accordingly, our base of operations was set up some 20 miles north of the Valley of Kings. It was about midday, almost a month after we had begun excavating. What I wouldn't give to be in a nice, air-conditioned room in Cairo.
I should imagine you'd be enjoying every minute of this, Charles.
I can enjoy it and still be uncomfortable, Dr. Freeman.
Yes, I suppose so.
We don't seem to have had much luck so far.
But we will. I'm sure of it.
One of the men is calling to us.
Perhaps he found something. Well, let's see. Yeah, all right. We're coming.
Where's Professor Porter?
There he is over there. He's coming too.
We find tomb.
What?
We find tomb. Look.
Here. Let me see.
Well?
He's right. And we're in luck. The seal is intact.
What is it? What's happened?
We were in luck when we started to dig here, Porter. We found the tomb.
And the seal on the door?
It's intact. That means grave robbers didn't break in. The tomb is just as it was left centuries ago.
Is it Amon-Ra's tomb?
We don't know yet. We won't know till we get inside. There's no marking out here by the door. Maybe the sand is covering it.
What are we going to do?
We'll clear this area by the doorway. Then we'll use dynamite to blast it down. Men back far enough?
There isn't anyone except us within 200 yards of that door.
Good. The wire's attached, Porter?
Yes.
Then set it off.
You've done it!
Yes, a good clean job, Porter.
When do we go in?
You've forgotten about the heat, eh, Charles? You're caught up in the excitement of discovery. Well, it's to be expected.
Yes, but when do we go in?
In about 2 hours. We'll give the air a chance to get in there and replace that which is present now. I don't want to take any chances of one of us being overcome by the stale oxygen in there.
Jason.
Yes, Porter?
It's strange, but I have the feeling that we shouldn't go inside that tomb.
Well,
I don't know. I must be reading too many murder stories in my spare time. Everything inside that tomb is dead. Of course, nothing can hurt us.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You've told the men to stay back at the camp.
Yes.
All right, then. Let's go. It's a good thing we waited. It still smells stale. Musty in here.
Seems strange that there was no inscription on the door outside the tomb. Nor is there any in this passageway. Burial chamber will let us know whose tomb this is. Shine your lights up ahead. I think we're coming to it.
Yes, we are. Now, we'll find out if we've discovered the tomb of Amon-Ra.
There's an inscription over there.
Shine your lights over there. See if you can make it out, Porter.
It's not the tomb of Amon-Ra, Jason. It's the tomb of Amon-Iris.
Amon-Iris?
Yeah.
The legendary queen of the Third Dynasty. It's truly a great discovery.
Then you're not disappointed.
Of course not, Charles. we've come across something the world thought was lost forever. Amaniris, the greatest of the queens of Egypt. Even in the most complete histories of Egypt, only vague references are made to her name. But we were sure she existed, and this will prove it.
Who was she?
Queen of Egypt, master of men, and one of the cruelest rulers of the ancient world. To disobey her slightest wish meant death to the one who incurred her wrath.
Let's see if we can open the sarcophagus. This burial chamber is magnificently preserved. I only hope that the mummy of Amaniris will be in the same condition.
There's an inscription on the side of the sarcophagus, Jason.
What does it say?
You see. Whomsoever violates the resting place of the queen and steals her wealth from her shall die the death she reserves for him.
Oh, nice and friendly.
We went to a great deal of trouble to frighten the grave robbers away. Inscriptions like that one appealing to the superstitious natures of their people. They hoped it would save their tombs from being ransacked. For the ancient Egyptians believed that they needed their wealth and possessions after death.
Well, it certainly made me think for a minute.
Oh, there's nothing to it. Isn't that right, boy?
No, there's nothing to it.
Now then, let's see if we can't roll the top of this sarcophagus off. The three of us together. Right. All right. All together now. A little more. That does it.
Shall die the death.
Yes. There she is. Wrapped in mummy cloth, and her head covered by a gold mask. The mummy of Amaniris.
Whosoever violates my tomb shall die.
Listen.
What's the matter, Father?
Didn't you hear it?
Hear what?
The voice.
Oh, you're imagining things, Ford.
No, I'm not. I heard something, I tell you. A woman's voice saying, whomsoever violates my tomb shall die.
We'll return to the Hall of Fantasy in the tale of the Golden Bracelet of Amaniris in just a moment.
Okay, so, I don't know. Where do we go from here? I don't know, Gregor. I guess you can talk about the, program. It's, halfway through and you haven't talked about that yet. What? That's ridiculous. No, actually, yeah. I think you're... Well, I don't have any facts about this. Look, this was on a show. It was a long time ago. Gregor, just worky it. No! Do you think I'm going to just worky something to get my information? That's not Gregor. That's not how Gregor does things. I think maybe it is. Okay, maybe I workied a couple of things. But where else are you going to get information? Buy a book? Yeah. What? Anyway, I'm gonna go take a leak. Why don't you just think of something to say? Come back. You can't leave me. He's gonna leave me here. You are responsible for this. You brought this on yourself. Man, do I really hate moths. So smug, Moth. So smug. I'm not a moth, you idiot. Hey. What did I tell ya? Bug zapper from the storage bathtub. Don't make me do it. I will. So help me, no, I don't want to say that, because I don't want to incur any wrath. So help me, the thing you say to help me, that isn't the other thing, because you're undead, and you don't want to tee him off. You really don't. Yeah, that thing. That. Okay, so I guess I'm here, and we're gonna talk. Because apparently our program choices for tonight had a lot of commercial breaks. Quite a few. And, well, that means a lot more Gregor. I gotta stretch it out just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And, yeah, that's definitely a thing I gotta do. Don't know how I'm gonna do it. Don't know. Not really, no. Not really, no. Well, everybody saw this coming. I got no gas today. You know, high gas prices, but they're starting to go down. They're starting to go down. Yeah. That helps. That helps. You know, refresh the creative juices in my brain. I really mean juices. My brain's not attached to anything. It just kind of floats around in there in like a little pool of formaldehyde and ickiness. So I went on a hike yesterday, and you know, there were trees and rocks. Yeah. You probably can tell I didn't go anywhere. Okay, I stayed at the ghoul shed, because why would you want to go anywhere else? Why? Just answer me, why? Why is that a thing? Why would I want to leave these four walls and a roof, where I am safe and secure, and you know what? And there goes the airplane. That's another thing. Airplanes, they're no good. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned walking? Sure, if you walked from the East Coast to the West Coast right now, walked all the way from, you know, it would take a while. It would. You probably die. You probably pass out somewhere because you're ill prepared. Not all of you, just some of the you I've mentioned before. So sewed my foot back on. Well, it was already on. Back together. You know, that's the important part. There was a hole in it, just right through the thing. I don't know how it happened, but you know, that's new of me. It's all nice and patched up. Well, not nice and patched up, but you know, it's together. Well, almost together, but it's pretty much on there. Yeah, I basically got it under control. You know, I'll just soak it in a tub of bleach and it'll be fine. That'll kill anything, including my foot. I guess that's pretty much it for now. I'll leave you back to the show, and remember, stay in school, don't do drugs, be abstinent.
Back now to the Hall of Fantasy and the tale of The Golden Bracelet of Amoniris.
Both Freeman and I stared at Dr. Porter in amazement. He had backed away from the sarcophagus and stood staring down at the still figure of Amoniris in horror. Then he looked apprehensively around the burial chamber as if searching for someone.
What's the matter with you, Porter?
I tell you, I heard something.
Well, I thought I heard something, too, like an animal howling.
And that's all?
Yeah, that's all.
Well, I heard the animal, too. I didn't hear any voice, Porter.
Maybe you imagined you heard it.
It's possible that I imagined it, but it was so real. As if she were standing right beside me.
Stop looking around the burial chamber. There's no one else in here.
Are you sure?
Of course we are.
You don't look at all well, Porter. Maybe you'd better go outside and get some air.
No, I'll stay here with you.
Then forget about what you thought you heard. Sound like a superstitious fool.
I'm sorry, but...
Forget it.
What do you want me to do?
We're going to unwrap the mummy. See what jewels and articles of value it has in its person. You've done this before, Porter. I think you should take charge of the job. That's it.
That's the last of it.
What a remarkable state of preservation she's in.
Look, on her left wrist. That's a gold snake bracelet. Yes, I noticed it before. Beautiful workmanship.
It looks almost as if it were alive.
But it's not. It's getting late. We better go back to camp now. We can catalog the contents of the burial chamber tomorrow.
It moved.
What moved?
The snake bracelet. It moved.
Nothing's moved, Porter, except your imagination. You don't stop it. I'm going to recommend that you be sent back to the States.
I'm sorry, Jason. I don't know what's the matter with me. I thought it moved.
You're not a superstitious man, Porter. Now, that's one of the reasons I wanted you with me in this expedition. But you're sounding like a frightened fool. Now, forget this nonsense once and for all. We'll go back to camp, eat, and then get a good night's sleep. I'm sure that's all you'll need to make you forget about your strange notions.
What time is it?
Almost 10:30.
We'd better turn in if we're going to get that good night's sleep you were talking about.
I don't feel like sleeping. Oh, you will once you lie down. You'd better go to your tent, Porter.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Well, good night.
I'm worried about him, Charles.
Oh, he's just tired, Jason. He'll be all right in the morning.
Oh, I hope so. All this nonsense about a voice and then saying you saw the snake bracelet move. You know, you'd think something was happening to his mind.
That jackal out there. I hope it finds something to eat and stops howling. Ever since we made camp here, at night it's been out there, as if it were waiting for something.
You get used to it after a while.
I heard that cry while we were in the tomb today.
I heard something myself. But it could have been the wind rushing through the passageways. You sound as if you're afraid.
Oh, I don't think I am.
That's what the ravings of an upset mind can do. If Porter isn't better in the morning, I will send him back.
Well, you know, while we were in there today, I could almost believe that he had heard something.
Now, don't tell me you're starting to believe it.
What was that?
I don't know. It sounded like a scream.
That's what I think it was.
I heard a scream.
Yes.
So did we.
It came from the tomb.
Are you sure?
Yes. My tent is at least 100 yards closer to the tomb than you are. I heard it quite clearly.
Maybe we better take a look, eh? Get your flashlights. One of the workers might have gone in there and hurt himself. Let's see what's happened. Anyone in here? Shine your lights around.
Well, that doesn't seem...
Over there. Next to the sarcophagus.
It's one of the workers.
He shouldn't be in here.
Something's happened to him.
Here, you. Get up. Get out of here.
Just a minute.
Oh. What are you feeling his pulse for?
He's dead.
What?
He's dead.
And look. Around his wrist. That's the snake bracelet the mummy wore.
There's a strange mark on his wrist. Like the fang marks of a snake.
Let me see. Those are fang marks.
What's wrong?
I felt it move. I felt it move.
What move?
The snake bracelet.
You're insane.
No, Jason. It did slip down his wrist a little.
And now, it's on the floor. Well, there's nothing to be afraid of, Porter. It's just a gold bracelet. An inanimate object that can harm no one.
In the days that followed, we cataloged all the contents of the tomb. It was an exceptionally rich store of treasures that had been buried there with the Queen. Many of the objects we left with the Egyptian Department of Antiquities. But we were allowed to bring the mummy of Queen Amaniris and a small part of the jewelry and other articles back to America with us. Among them was the snake bracelet. About a month after our return, Jason Freeman invited Dr. Porter and me over to his house one evening.
Gentlemen, my wife, Laura.
How do you do?
A pleasure, Mr.
Jason's
Freeman.
spoken of you often.
And he's spoken of both of you often also. I feel as though I know you already.
I see you're wearing the gold bracelet we found in the tomb.
Yes, a gift from my husband. The other things he presented to the museum.
Did he tell you
yes.
about...
Yes, he mentioned that it was found on the wrist of a dead man.
Porter seems to believe that, excuse me. Hello? Yes. This is Jason Freeman. What's that? Well, it's not possible. I see. Yes. Well, thanks for letting me know. Goodbye.
Who was it, dear?
Dr. Stevens. The curator of the museum.
Anything wrong, Jason?
Yes. He said the mummy of Amaniris is missing from its glass case. The case is completely shattered, but the mummy is gone.
Well, who would want to see
Stevens said the watchman told him he saw something walking across the grass outside the museum.
What do you mean?
He said it was the mummy he saw. You are listening to the tale of The Golden Bracelet of Amaniris on this week's journey down the corridors of the Hall of Fantasy. We'll return to our story in just a moment.
Okay, all right. So, well, this is something. Never really tried it without a script before. No, neither I, Gregor, neither I. But we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. I think you mean, you're gonna get through this. Wait, no. You're here. Like, we're a team, yeah. Team Gregor. First off, Gregor, no, we ain't. Not exactly. Secondly, why Team Gregor? Why'd you name the team after yourself, Gregor? Because obviously, I'm pretty awesome. Uh-huh. Not to say you're not awesome. You're okay. You're a real okay dude, Deputy. Uh-huh. I think I'm gonna head out now. Wait, oh, come on. Say, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone with the audience. Crap. That's just a little joke. Your guys are awesome. You're really awesome. Because, you got such a fulfilling life. It's not like you got a bunch of time to waste. Not like you just do things because, you're not utilizing that period of your life. But don't worry. Eventually you die. I think that was water. Water. How do people drink that stuff? It's beyond me. It's beyond me, folks. But yeah. Hey, look what I got. I got this thing. I don't know what it is, but it makes this noise. If you know what this sound is, please, call our hotline. Call our hotline at that number. It's gonna be the one in your phone, the one listed as parole officer. Yeah, that's the one. That's definitely it. Go call that number and just tell us what sound is this. Okay? Yeah. Anywho. Well, on with the show.
And now, back to our story entitled The Golden Bracelet of Amaniris.
Jason Freeman had just received a telephone call from Stevens, the curator of the museum. From him, he learned that the glass case in which the mummy of Amon-Iris had been placed had been destroyed, and the mummy was gone.
Are you serious, Jason?
Quite serious, my dear. Stevens said the night watchman had seen the mummy walking.
That's absurd.
No, not necessarily. Since I've been back, I've tried to learn everything I could about Amon-Iris. The bracelet you're wearing, Mrs. Freeman, has a definite connection with her.
What are you talking about, Porter?
Well, look, Amon-Iris had that snake bracelet especially made for her. Once she came into possession of it, she built her whole life around it. She believed that if the bracelet was taken from her, it would result in her death. And so she guarded it jealously. But one night, as she lay sleeping, it was stolen from her wrist.
And?
She awoke to find it gone. She learned that one of the high priests had it in his possession. And so she went to him and demanded it. She went alone. When she walked into the trap the priests had laid, they killed her.
I know that story too, Porter. That's only one of the legends that surround Amon-Iris.
That's right, Jason, only one. But I'm not through telling you about her yet.
Oh, why don't you forget about her, Professor?
Because it may mean our deaths if I do.
I think your mind's going back on you, Porter.
I don't care what you think. I'm trying to help you, and I think you should listen.
And I think that you...
Oh, no, Jason, let him talk.
According to the legend surrounding her, it is said that if the bracelet is removed from her wrist, Amon-Iris will wake from her long sleep to recover the bracelet. And with her, she will bring death.
I know that story too, Andrew. And it's all Tommy, right?
I don't think it is, Jason. I think it's true.
Then I think you're as stupid as the story you're telling.
Jason.
I'm sorry, my dear.
The mummy is gone, Jason.
Well, someone could have taken it.
Not according to the night watchman.
And he could have been drinking.
He saw something, Jason. Something out on the lawn in front of the museum.
I'm going to take this thing off.
What's the matter with you? All of you. This is the 20th century, not the Dark Ages.
How far is the museum from here?
About half a mile.
Then it shouldn't be too long.
What do you mean?
The mummy should be here soon.
Listen.
Dog. Only a dog.
I'm not so sure. It could be the cry of a jackal.
Oh.
I refuse to stay in here and listen to such stupid nonsense. I'm going out for a walk.
Jason, don't go out there.
I'm not going to stay here and listen to a lot of foolishness.
Jason!
Let him go.
Oh, I'm sorry that I made your husband angry, Mrs. Freeman. It's just that I believe that we never should have entered the tomb of Amon-Iris.
Andrew.
Yes?
Mrs. Freeman set the snake bracelet down on the coffee table. Now, no one has touched it since. Do you see what I see?
It's moved.
Oh, that's no dog out there.
What are we going to do?
I think that we should...
That's Jason.
We better see what happened.
He shouldn't have gone out there.
Let me in.
Open the door, Porter.
It's out there.
What's out there?
The mummy. I saw it.
Then the story is true.
I owe you an apology, Porter. I'm sorry.
What are we going to do?
It must be destroyed.
But how? That thing from the past is 5,000 years old and still lives.
It's getting closer to us.
We have to think of something.
It's trying to break down the door. Get back! Do you have a gun in the house?
No.
Any other weapon?
Nothing at all. Besides, what good would bullets do against it?
That door won't hold up much longer.
We have to think of something.
Fire.
What's that?
The way to destroy it. Fire. Jason, do you have any kerosene, any turpentine, anything flammable around the house?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I have some cleaning fluid in the kitchen.
Get it, and some old rags that we can soak with it.
I'll be right back.
Now, look, when it breaks in, it'll probably head first for the bracelet and then for us.
Yes.
Now, we'll soak the rags in the cleaning fluid, and when it gets close enough to us, we'll light them and throw them at the mummy. It's been kept dry through all these centuries. It should burn like a torch.
The next time, the door will break in.
We must be absolutely certain that the burning rags fall on the mummy.
What about the house?
What do you want to save? Your house or your life?
Here it is.
Good. Now, pour the cleaning fluid over these rags.
Here, I'll do it.
Make sure the rags are completely soaked with the fluid.
Don't worry, I will.
Oh!
It's there, standing in the doorway.
Seize the bracelet.
Remember, when it picks up the bracelet, we throw the burning rags at it.
That's all the cleaning fluid.
It's got the bracelet. All right, light the rags.
Right! All right, hurry!
It's starting for us.
All right, throw the rags. That's it. It's starting to burn.
But it hasn't stopped.
Back away! Back away!
Are you sure the fire's completely out?
Yes.
I was afraid that we'd never be able to stop it.
So was I.
Yes. But we did stop. And the mummy is destroyed.
Well, there's nothing left but ashes.
And the bracelet.
Yes, and the bracelet. Only the flames melted it down, so that it's lost all shape and form. That's all there is left of the golden bracelet of Amoniris.
They said it can't be done. They said. Okay, nobody said. Well, that's not entirely true. I had my doubts. If I could ad-lib this whole thing through. And I know. Other folks, they ad-lib stuff. But not Gregor. Gregor isn't... I don't know where I'm going with this. Look, Boyd left, so I'm just here. With a stupid moth. I'm not a moth for the last time. You're cursed. You're cursed. Still don't speak moth, so I don't know what it's up to, but... I guess I'm gonna have to call pest control or something. Hey! Stop it! I'm fairly confident at this point. I'm probably gonna have to write a script. So, well, might as well get at it. So, scene one. Gregor says, you know what? I'm probably gonna have to write a script, yeah, that's good. We'll go with that. Next scene, or the next part, or however these things work. Gregor is gonna say, that's good. I'll go with that, yeah, that's good. Third line. Oh, I'm on a roll here. Gregor is going to say, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go with that. Fourth line. Gregor's gonna go, what did I just say? So I can claim that I just thought it up. And it was original. I don't know, but you get the point. It's gonna basically be like that. But yeah. So I hope you're enjoying the, our program tonight. It's from, I think it was called the Hall of Mystery. Ooh, Hall of Mystery, because, it's mysterious. You never know how it's going to end. Except tonight, where it ends pretty much just like each previous story. Yeah, I think that pretty much seems to be the, route we're taking here. I really wish I had a bottle to just abruptly gurgle. It creates a good breaking moment, so I don't have to monologue for so long. If you call this a monologue, which it might be. It's me talking, to myself or to you, or actually probably to both. And well, that's the world for you. That's the world, man. I sure hope none of you are getting tired of this, because we still got a long way to go. Yep, all is not well on the Western Front. Yeah. So, I could talk about work. I am a gravedigger. And I do go to work occasionally. Occasionally I go in, same as you. And, the work, it's pretty steady. Pretty steady. I've explained why it's steady earlier. Namely, people keep dying. Yeah. And, so, as part of our celebration, I don't know what we're celebrating. It's traditional to clack some shoes together, so here we go. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, that's tradition. You have to respect tradition. It's definitely not something I just made up because I'm running out of ideas, No, not that. And there's the other tradition. There's another fine tradition. Hang on. Another fine tradition. What is something? Fine tradition. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. It's a fine tradition of rattling a cup full of, little makeup brushes. Not that Gregor wears makeup. These are obviously paintbrushes. Yeah, little tiny paintbrushes you use for your face. Yeah. Because Gregor is all natural. He has just this, naturally sickly glow about him. He doesn't need any makeup. Especially since this is completely audio. And if I need to wear makeup on an audio program, man, you really hate to see me in person. But yeah, tradition. We rattle the paintbrushes and we bang our heads. Like so. And that signifies the coming of the Moonchild over the Atlantic Ocean on the solstice of celestial dinosaur. I don't know. I'm definitely not making it up. I just can't remember off my head, okay? Yeah, we'll go with that. That's the one we're going with. Okay, well, man, there's a long way to go. Okay, don't. Okay, Moth, if you want to fight, I'll fight you. Don't make me fight you. I fought your mama last night. What you say about my mama? Don't you talk about my mama? And if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go fight him off. When we come back. Where are ya? Yeah, where are ya?
And now for our story entitled The Jewels of Kali.
I hear and obey, Mother Kali. If need be, I shall follow them to the ends of the earth, and they shall know that I follow them. Peace they shall not have, nor quiet rest, and their days shall be lived in fear of the death that creeps behind them. One by one shall they die, and I shall return to you bearing with me the jewels of Kali.
I didn't know till later why George Mayer had asked us to meet him at his cabin on the lake. Elaine and I knew that Kettridge was going to be there, but we couldn't understand why he hadn't gone to George's apartment in the city. At any rate, we wanted to hear about Kettridge's trip to India, and so Friday evening we drove out of the city, heading for the cabin.
Looks like it's going to rain.
Yeah, maybe the storm won't break till we get to the cabin, though.
Well, I hope not. It makes it treacherous driving on wet roads.
I don't think we'll have any trouble.
Do you know Kettridge, Lloyd?
I met him once, it was all. I doubt if he'll remember me. It was a long time ago. 3 or 4 years before we were married.
There have been several stories in the paper lately about the Kettridge expedition. The reporters have been comparing it to the men who found the tomb of Tutankhamun.
I know. 2 of his party died before they left India, and another one over here. That only leaves Kettridge and Porter.
And they're saying that some kind of curse follows the members of the expedition.
Well, that's superstitious nonsense, Elaine. The 3 who died were older men. Because they died within a few weeks of each other, the papers are having a field day. It builds up circulation.
I don't know, Lloyd. I think there's more to it than that.
How do you mean?
I don't know. It's a feeling I have. A lot of the stories jumped from one thing to another, as if they were deliberately leaving something out. Something too terrible to put down.
Well, here's that storm. The rain's going to slow us down.
Be careful. I'd just as soon get there in one piece.
Don't worry, you will. Are you really serious about those stories you read?
Yes, Lloyd, I am. I'm just as serious as I can be. I'm sure that there's a lot more behind those stories. Something that might make us think twice before going up to this cabin.
You know how it is. Every once in a while we get a warning, a premonition of things to come. That's what had happened to Elaine. She didn't know what it was, but she knew that something was wrong. What she didn't know was that we would meet death up there at the cabin. It took us an hour longer than it usually did to reach George's cabin.
Do you have everything?
I guess so.
Well, let's go then.
All right. It's going to feel mighty good to get inside.
Did Kettridge drive up with George?
I think he's coming up by himself.
Oh, well, he's not here then. Look, there's only George's car.
Yeah, he'll probably get here soon.
It certainly gets cold up here at night.
Oh, he must have heard us drive up.
Hey, hi, George.
Hi, George.
You made it all right.
Yeah?
Oh, why shouldn't we?
Well, a storm and all. I thought maybe you wouldn't come.
Come on in. Kettridge hasn't arrived yet, has he?
Oh, no. Just set your things down over there.
Pleasure.
Maybe it's a good thing we came up here after all, George. I can get in a little fishing.
Tomorrow morning, we'll go out early.
Good.
Now, how about a hot cup of coffee?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Well, just sit on down. I'll get it for you.
All right.
You want some, don't you, Lane?
Oh, try to stop me.
I wonder when Kettridge will get here.
Oh, pretty soon, I imagine. Take your cups. He's a pretty worried fellow.
Why?
Well, you saw the papers, didn't you?
Yes, we saw the stories.
I'll leave this here in case you want seconds.
Good.
Is there anything to those stories, George?
Well, Kettridge says there is.
How do you mean?
Well, he says he's lucky to be alive.
Why?
He said something about Kali's curse.
Curse?
That's right. He seems to think that everyone who is in the lost temple is going to die. That there's no hope for any of them.
What was that?
An animal.
A dog. Or a wolf, probably.
Why does he think they're going to die?
Well, probably because 3 of the party already have. He and Porter are the only ones left. He seems to think there was a curse on any who defiled the lost temple of Kali, especially on those who took the jewels of Kali.
This is the first time I've heard anything about jewels. What jewels?
Well, Kettridge told me that the idol held a ruby in each of its 4 hands. His group took the jewels. And ever since, their steps have been followed by death. Don't get so nervous, Elaine. It's probably just a dog out in the rain.
That wasn't a dog.
Then what was it?
I don't know.
Hey, a car just pulled up outside. Well, that must be Kettridge. Henry? Is that you?
Yes, I'll be right in.
Lloyd.
Yes, dear.
That wasn't an animal I heard.
You're letting your imagination get the best of you. Then calm down.
Well, it's so good to see you, Henry.
Well, thank you, George.
Henry. Henry, these are the Erskines. Lloyd and Elaine. Henry Kettridge.
How do you do? It's a
How do you
pleasure.
do?
Cup of coffee, Henry?
No, thank you.
What's the matter? Anything wrong?
Yes, plenty.
What is it?
Just before I left town, I learned that Porter had died.
What?
Yes, that's right. Porter and I were the only ones left, and now he's dead. I'm the last one of the party left alive. That my turn is next.
What about the jewels?
I have them, all of them, with me. Porter gave me the 2 he had. He said he didn't want them anymore. He was afraid, and he thought that by giving them away to me, that he would escape death. But he was wrong. It didn't do him any good.
That means that I am the last one, that soon, perhaps within the next few hours, I'll be dead too. We'll return to the Hall of Fantasy in the tale of The Jewels of Kali in just a moment.
All right, come on. It's time for the main event. I am going to fight a moth. All right, put him up. Put him up, moth. Put him up. I don't have any physical body, stupid. What? Well, hang on, folks. I'm going to see if I have a moth to dead person dictionary. Let's see here. There's a book here. There's a book here. There's some more books. A lot of books in the coal shed. Lot of books. Oh, I think we here. I think we have here. I think we got one here. Okay, let's see here. Now, what did it say again? I'm not a moth. What is the problem with you? Yeah. Okay, I think we found it here. I couldn't find moth, but I found German, and I'm sure they're very similar. Okay, it says here, Skitnitkasa. No, Schneetkasa is Sukasa, I think. That means, I think, sliced cheese. What the heck does sliced cheese have to do with anything, you stupid moth? You want some battle? I will battle you. Oh, a real good comeback. Couldn't understand it. I just could hear the tone of patheticness in that stupid, smug moth voice of yours, Okay, you asked for it. Okay, that was kind of cool. That I don't know what that was, but that was cool. Well, I wonder. Oh, wait, who's that? Someone here? What's it? Oh! Stop! Stay back! Let me put something in front of the door here. What's wrong, Gregor? Oh, okay, folks. It seems there's a wampus cat by my door. Don't know how it got here, because I'm not cursed. So that couldn't be a reason. No. Yeah. Oh crap! You know what? It feels like all this crazy stuff, the script, the Wampus Cat, I think there was a few other things, but I think it all started at one particular point. I did something, then all this stuff started happening, but it's not a curse, but I think I'm trying to remember what I did. Go on, confess to the curse. Man, there's sure a lot of airplanes. That's it! It was the airplanes. I insulted the airplanes. I'm sorry, airplanes. I'm sorry. Please, I beg of you. The serpent, please undo your vengeance upon me. I respectfully, TSA, whatever. I think that did it. You know what? This just isn't even fun anymore, to be quite honest. To be honest, it just isn't fun. People don't even acknowledge the curse. Oh, I think the moth left. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wonder if that Wampus cat is still by my door. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely there. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to deal with this. And I'll see you in a few, okay? Okay.
Back now to the Hall of Fantasy in the tale of The Jewels of Kali.
The storm seemed to be getting worse. We stood there, the four of us, in George Mayer's cabin. Our eyes were turned to Henry Kettridge, whose face was white and drawn with the fear he felt inside of him.
That means that I'm the last one, that soon, perhaps within the next few hours, I'll be dead too.
Do you really believe that, Mr. Kettridge?
What else do you expect me to believe? There were 5 of us on that trip, 4 are dead. I'm the only one left alive.
Why don't you tell us about it?
It's not a pleasant tale, believe me.
Tell us what happened.
All right. We'd heard stories of a lost temple of Kali. As you know, the British government outlawed Kali worship many years ago. But we had heard of a lost temple some 15 miles northwest of the Indian city of Amritsar. We'd heard also that she held in each of her 4 hands jewels of tremendous wealth, each one a fortune in itself. We set out from Amritsar. None of us knew that we were walking to certain death. It is a particularly barren country, rocky and mountainous. We had a difficult time traveling. At length, however, we came across a valley hidden by the encircling mountains. I remember it was towards dusk. Porter and I saw it first.
Kettridge, look. Yes, I see it, Porter. That must be the lost temple. Sitting down there in the center of the valley.
I imagine it is.
Those stories about the priceless jewels, do you think they're true?
The stories about the lost temple were true, weren't they?
Yes, only What was that?
I don't know. We heard the voice then for the first time. The sun had just slipped behind the mountains and the sky was dulling quickly into ever more darker shades of blue. The voice seemed to filter through the air so that it seemed to come from all directions at once. We decided then to push on that night, to travel until we reached the lost temple. We reached the temple several hours later and stood there, bathed in the shimmering light of the moon. I think that all of us at that moment sensed that there was something inside that temple, something that was alive and wasn't just a graven image in stone. Yet, we couldn't turn back. We walked inside the temple. No one was there save for the black and besmeared idol of Kali, who held out her 4 stone arms beckoning to us. We stopped before her and saw that in each of her 4 hands she held a huge, glittering ruby. We took the gems and left the temple. Later that night, we made camp. All of us felt that we'd done something wrong, but we knew that we wouldn't return the rubies. Sometime after we'd retired for the night, I heard the voice. But I put it down to my imagination. I must have fallen off to sleep. What woke me was Sheldon's scream.
Is that you, Kettridge?
Yes.
I heard a scream.
Yes, so did I.
It sounded like Sheldon.
Better take a look.
Right. Sheldon, are you all right? Sheldon.
Let me light a match.
Sheldon, are you all... Kettridge. What's the matter with them? Both of them.
They're dead. Both Shelton and Friedman were dead. Around their throat, we saw the ugly imprint of the stranglers, the fancy gars rope. Kali, the wife of Siva, had struck back at us. Shelton and Friedman were the first to die. Manning was next, and tonight I learned that Porter had joined them. I'm the only one left.
They all died the same way?
Yes, with the fancy gars rope around their necks. Here, I'll show you the jewels. Those are the jewels of Kali.
Oh, I've never seen anything so beautiful.
They're so large.
I'd like to examine them more closely.
Don't touch them, George. To touch them means death. Who's that?
Well, just the sound of an animal out in the storm.
Well, I hope it was only that.
You don't think they followed you out here, do you?
They would follow me anywhere. Those who worship Kali. Either they would, or she would.
She would? Why, you talk as if you think that stone idol of Kali were alive.
Yes, I do. It sounds insane, I know. But I'm firmly convinced that that stone idol lives in a way not apparent to us. And that she will demand revenge for the wrong we've done her.
Now, calm down, Henry.
I can't be calm with the knowledge that she demands her revenge. I can't be calm when I know that she will only be satisfied when I am dead. Just like all the others. Listen.
I heard that cry earlier tonight.
And they followed me here.
What?
That's right. They followed me here. For the sound you just heard was the cry of the priests of Kali. She's out there somewhere. Somewhere in the storm.
You don't mean that you believe that the idol of Kali is out there in the storm waiting for you?
Either the idol itself or one of her followers.
Lloyd, let's take a look outside.
All right. Don't go out there.
No nonsense, Henry. If anything's out there, we might as well see what it is.
Be careful.
Don't worry about a thing.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Do you think he's telling the truth?
Well, there'd be no reason for him to lie to us.
I still can't believe it.
Well, we'll see if there's anybody around the cabin itself.
If he's telling the truth, George?
What?
Look, over there, by the window.
Oh, I don't see anything.
I thought I saw someone over there. Let's take a look.
All right. Now, you must have been mistaken.
I don't see how.
There's not even any footprints outside the window. Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
This.
What'd you find?
It's a piece of rope. Rather, a noose with a knot in it. Maybe Kedridge is right. Maybe someone is following him.
What do you mean?
Kedridge has described this noose to me before. This is the type of rope and knot the fancy cigars used, Lloyd. This is the sacrificial rope of the priests of Kali.
You are listening to the tale of The Jewels of Kali on this week's journey down the corridors of the Hall of Fantasy. We'll return to our story in just a moment.
Here goes another airplane. Man, I can't catch a break. I got a wampus cat outside. Airplanes above me. I'm surrounded. Basically surrounded. Still not cursed. But, I'd like to make a correction. Oh, actually, hang on a second. I have to unlock my phone. Not because I'm reading information. Not that. It's because, it helps me to remember when my phone's on and opened about a page containing information regarding the subject that I might be talking about, but they're completely unrelated. Okay, so the correction is, I said the program was the Hall of Mystery. It's not. It's a Hall of Fantasy. Oh crap! I gotta unlock my phone again. Why does this thing go out so fast? Okay, so and again, this is all from me, all from Gregor. Gregor, did a lot of research, and is certainly not reading this off of the wiki article. Okay. The Hall of Fantasy is an American old-time radio dramatic anthology. It was broadcast on the Mutual Broadcasting System from August 22nd, 1952 until September 28th, 1953. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You remember all original research, all in, let's see here, format and background, personnel, references. This is all from memory. I just have a really good, stellar memory. The Hall of Fantasy featured stories with supernatural themes. Ooh. In fact, radio historian John Dunning wrote in his reference work, Tune In Yesterday, the difference between this program, and its competitors was that here man was usually the loser. The supernatural was offered as something respectable, awesome, sometimes devastating, and always frightening. Wait, the loser? Wait a second. So what you tell me, what I'm supposed to take away from this, is that this is somehow reflective of my own scenario. So the point is that I'm not supposed to defeat the giant supernatural water panther at my door, but I'm supposed to lose? Wait. I think no, that can't be. I can't lose. I'm Gregor the Gravedigger, as I have mentioned many times before. And just to let you know, this is all scripted. We got our script bag. I'm definitely not making this up as I go along. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah. Because, I read the script. I didn't read Wiki. I didn't read a Wiki article. And, anybody that tells you that is a liar. Especially that stupid moth. Okay. Oh, well, at least the moth is gone. The moth is gone. Yes, there's a wampus cat outside. There is that, but on the positives, the moth is gone, so always looking for the positive, the sunny side of life. Alright, so, I'm not gonna lose, because, that wouldn't be cool. That wouldn't be cool. It's not like, Hall of, Fantasy, where, the protagonist loses against the big supernatural threat. Gregor always triumphs, so I'm gonna start gathering up some weapons here. Let's see here. What do we got? We got a prepper. I've never seen this before, but that's neat. And, we got this thing. Apparently, it's a, one of those metal funnels for a tractor or something. Yeah, we got that. And, my Pakistani dolly knives. Got those. Actually, I don't see how these could be any use. I'm gonna go with the funnel. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the funnel. I think this is my best, defense against a wampus cat. I'm pretty sure, I remember reading somewhere that if you wanna get rid of a wampus cat, its weakness is you whack it with a fiddle. A fiddle. No, not a fiddle, a funnel. A funnel, a fiddle, a fiddle. A foodle, a fada. Tomato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Okay, yeah, that must be really annoying, especially when I do it very close to the microphone. Yeah, see, yeah, that's gotta be just a bit irritating, bit. Okay, so, all I's gotta do is open up that door and whack it in the nose with this thing. Interestingly, if you were to take this sound, and play it backwards, I think it might sound something like the noise that you hear at the beginning of each episode of this program. Kind of funny. I'm sure they're completely unrelated. I'm sure about that. But you know, if you imagine that sound backwards, it might sound something like that. Yeah, it just might. It might. Okay, but like I said, all I's gotta do is go up there, say, "Hey, Mr. Wampus Cat, don't do that. Bad kitty. Bad kitty." And, you know, it'll run off. You know, it's just a big kitty cat. No different than a regular kitty cat. Ah! Oh, crap. Okay. You know what? I'm not scared. That was a test. I was testing you. Audience. But I'm gonna go out there now. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna, look that cat right in the eye. Because, you know, I'm brave. I'm the brave, valiant Gregor. Oh, crap. Okay, no more stalling. I'm about to open that door, and I'm about to show that Wampus Cat who's boss. Let me move this ladder. Okay. Ha! Hey, Mr. Wampus Cat! Bad kitty! Oh, crap!
And now, back to our story entitled The Jewels of Kali.
Henry Kettridge felt sure that someone was outside the cabin, hidden from us by the storm. George and I had gone outside to see if we could find anything. For a moment, I thought I saw a man standing next to the cabin by the window. When we walked over to look, we found nothing but a noose of rope.
Kettridge has described this noose to me before. This is the type of rope and not the fancy guys used, Lloyd. This is the sacrificial rope of the priests of Kali.
How did it get here?
I don't know. Well, there are no footprints here, except ours.
I thought I saw someone standing over here. I can't be sure, but I thought I saw someone.
If anyone has been over here, we'd be able to see their footprints.
Then how did the rope get here?
I don't know.
Listen.
Yes, I heard it too.
There is someone out there.
But where? Can't see anything because of the storm.
We better get back inside.
I think you're right. Let's go.
Are we going to show Kettridge?
Yes. I'm sorry I asked you and your wife up here, Lloyd. If I'd known anything like this was going to happen...
Oh, forget it. Look. Did you see what I see?
Yes. Just for a second, outlined by the lightning. It looked like the statue of a woman with 4 arms.
Kali comes for you.
Lloyd?
Yes?
I hear the sound of heavy, slow steps.
Let's get inside.
Right.
Do you see anything?
Well, it's inside.
Here.
What's the matter, Lloyd? You look as if you'd seen a ghost.
We found this.
The strangler's rope.
That's right, and
what else?
we saw something else.
What did you see, man? Tell me.
The lightning flashed a moment, and we saw something that looked like a statue of a woman with 4 arms.
She reached them out to us and said, "Kali comes for you."
Are you sure?
Yes.
What are we going to do?
Maybe we'd better go out to the cars and get away from here. What do you say, George?
I think you're right.
That'd be insane. You wouldn't have a chance. They won't let us get away. If we go outside that door, we'll be walking to our deaths.
What do you propose doing? Waiting here until they come for us?
Yes. At least they won't be able to get us outside in the dark.
I think we should take our chance and leave.
So do I.
And I agree with them. Waiting here only means certain death for all of us. If we make a run for it, we may get away.
Let's get our things together and leave.
All right.
Yes.
Stop.
Huh?
You're going to stay here with me.
Henry, where'd you get that gun?
I've carried it with me ever since I left India. We're not leaving. We're going to wait here.
Don't be a fool, Kettridge.
I'm not being a fool. I'm tired of running. It's the end of the trail for me. I'm not running anymore. And you're not going to either.
Maybe we can get away, Henry.
Maybe. I don't think so. Stay where you are, George. I'm warning you.
Don't you think that if...
The next time the bullet won't be over your head.
All right, Henry. You win.
Look, I don't like to do this. There's no other way. Ever since we returned to the States and split up, I've had to face this thing alone. It's only a question of time when they'll catch up with me. I can't run anymore. I can't face death alone. Maybe they won't hurt you. There's no reason why they should. After all, you didn't steal the jewels of Kali. We did. And I'm the only one of that group's left alive. They all died alone. I don't want to. I need people near me, so that when it comes, I can face my death with courage and not die like a screaming coward.
All right, Henry. We give you our word. We won't run away.
Thank you.
Kali comes for you.
It won't be long now. We have only to wait.
Take a look out the window, Lloyd. See if you can see anything.
Right.
Do you see anything?
So dark out there with the storm and all, I can't see.
Wait a minute. The lightning. The thing is less than 100 feet from the cabin.
What?
The idol, the idol.
I hear it out there.
It's getting close to the cabin.
You three, get over to the other side of the room. I'll stay here.
But we can't.
There's no time to argue. Get over there quickly.
What are you going to do, Henry?
I'll wait for it here. Maybe the gun will stop it.
Oh, it's on the porch outside.
Be quiet.
It's just outside the door.
Be quiet. Don't move. No matter what happens.
It stopped.
In just a moment, it's going to hit.
Kali comes for you.
Look out, Henry.
Stay away from me. Stay away.
Is it gone?
Yes, it's gone. And it took Henry and the jewels back with it.
Where did it come from?
Henry believed that it came all the way from the lost temple 50 miles northwest of the Indian city of Amritsar.
But what was it? That black grinning face with the grotesque body and those 4 arms.
That was Kali, the wife of Siva, the Hindu deity of destruction.
If I hadn't seen it, I would never have believed it.
Yes, I know, but you did see it. The stone idol was here. All the way from India, it came to fulfill the curse on those who defiled the temple and stole the jewels of Kali.
I hear and obey, Mother Kali. I shall follow them to the ends of the earth, and they shall know that I follow them. Peace they shall not have, nor quiet rest, and their days shall be lived in fear of the death who creeps behind them. One by one shall they die, and we shall return, bearing with us the jewels of Kali.
Kali!
Gregor! I'm coming. Ow. 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 Ow, 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 ow. Deputy Boyd. Jeez. You look like death. What happened? Life? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Gregor, it looks like you just lost yourself a fight with a lawnmower. You might say that, yes. Anyway, I noticed the script is back, and I was just stopping on by. If you might know anything about a cougar, mountain lion, or something sighted around these parts recently. But then again, judging from the, the injuries, obviously. Yep. Well, did you happen to see which way it went? To be honest, Deputy, the swelling around my eyes still doesn't kind of allow me to see much of anything, really. I see. Well, on the positive side of things, hey, you managed to get through an entire episode without tormenting your neighbor Morden. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Whoa, Gregor, correct me if I'm wrong, but did that sound just come from your neighbor Morden's property? It's a possibility. Gregor? Yeah? What happened? What happened to that staff you were holding earlier? Staff? What staff? I don't remember a staff. Uh-huh. You pawned the cursed staff off on your neighbor Morden, didn't you? What? No. I discarded it where it will never trouble another soul. Right on top of the property line. Gregor! Oh, come on. I didn't give it to him, per se. And I certainly didn't ask him to take it. Land sakes, Gregor. This is Louisa County, Virginia. You didn't have to, okay? You know good and well, scrap metal around these parts sprouts legs faster than a millipede at a line dancing competition. Well, at any rate, I'm sure he'll figure it out. Maybe, but, that's still jacked up, Gregor. I mean, yes, technically jacked up. But only as about as jacked up as, say, a dog wearing people clothes. Okay, well, I guess that ain't too bad then. Oh, wait, sorry, you didn't let me finish. I mean, as jacked up as a dog. But the dog doesn't have legs, wearing people clothes. The people clothes in this case being shoes. Of course, naturally. Gregor, that's really jacked up. Mm-hmm. So what now? What do you mean, what now? We're done with the episode. That's it. I'm finished. Well, yeah, but it doesn't quite feel like it, Like, it doesn't feel like we ended on the right note, No, I don't know. I don't know, really. 'Cause it seems no matter what I do, I always find myself enduring some kind of punishment on quite literally every single last episode. Remember the first episode? I got arrested by you. Second episode, my ex smashed up my truck, set it on fire, then, I got a pry bar now through my foot. And that's before I was brought face to face with a really, really upsetting angel of destruction, okay? And this episode alone, I tell you, first the script went missing. Next, I got a knife stuck in my leg. And last, but not least, I got mauled by a friggin' wampus cat. I mean, come on, I gotta get a break somewhere, somehow, right? Come on, what else could possibly happen? Gregor. Yes, deputy. That dead person, the one over there, reanimated as a living statue, I see. You see him, right? You can see that? Uh-huh. Okay, well, is that somebody you know? Yeah, it's Gerfuffle the Magnificent. All right, well, he came back from the dead? Yeah, you never can tell. You never can tell before these things happen. Okay, well, I think I better go. Just go. I'll catch you up later. Well, folks, y'all should probably be getting along as well. So, you can find us online at weirdhalloween.com. And as always, until next time, regards from the graveyard, and see you in the fear after. Look, Griffey, I don't got it, you hear? I don't. Morden does it. Go see Morden. Go get Morden.
So runs tonight's tale of the unusual, the terrifying, the unknown. Join us again when next we journey down the corridors of the Hall of Fantasy to hear another strange tale of the supernatural. All characters and events portrayed in these programs are fictional, and any similarity to actual events or persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental.
And now, Mr. Orson Welles.
Ladies and gentlemen, what are your favorite stories? If there is one you're particularly fond of and would like to hear on the air, will you please write me about it? But always remember, ladies and gentlemen, there are werewolves. There are vampires. Such things do exist.